Hey guys, how's it going? This is Richard slash Ariam, however you know me. Hope everybody's doing okay. This is a video to announce Project Rock. This is something that I've been working on for a number of years now. It's just kind of a little side project while I was going to school. But now it's reached a point where I can actually show something to people. So I figured that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show it to you guys, try to gauge what kind of interest level this will generate, and see where it goes from there. Currently the project is in version 0.4.7, which means it's still got a long ways to go, and it's very much an alpha. So there's going to be some unspectacular parts here, and just remember there's a lot of text and it's going to be a little bit rough. So on that note, let's check out what all comes with the project at the moment. Currently there's two main files, one being the actor list. Show you a little preview there. The actor list lists all of the different combatants that will be available in the game. The game currently only features one-on-one battles, so that's all we have. The actor list states the base stats, which you can see right here, the move list, special weapon that you inherit when you beat this Robot Master, if it's a Robot Master, and comments from me on basic strategies on how to play the character and play against the character, balance issues that I have with it, and the future of what this combatant holds. There's also 10 different versions of Mega Man in here, each with their own stats. So after the actor list, we have the game manual. The game manual has everything that you'd probably expect to find in it. The first section is kind of an introduction to the project and the current state of the game. The second section, it mostly focuses on the gameplay and the mechanics, letting you know how to play and what the different abilities and keywords in the game are. And the third section are my notes on the future of the project, issues that I may have in balance at the moment, and what we're looking forward to in the future. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check out where the project is. Let me center that a little bit. So like I said, it's still an alpha, so it's going to be a lot of text reading here. Now the game detected that I do not have a save file at the moment, so it opened, I believe, 13 packs. Yep. And you'll notice that some of the cards that come in these packs have a little asterisk next to them. This implies that the card is foil, which does nothing at the moment because deck construction is not implemented yet. But it's setting up for future versions. So first thing I'm going to show you is an AI versus AI fight. This is basically a simulation of what you can expect from single battle. You'll select your combatant by their DWN, which you'll find in the actor list. You'll notice that there is a 101 to 110, while Mega Man fans will know that there are no actors with those DWNs, but instead those are the 10 different versions of Mega Man that are in the game. And bigger fans will know that I have Cutman, all of the Robot Masters from Mega Man's 3 and 4, 6, and 10 in the game. So we'll just show off a little battle between Gemini Man and Wind Man. And it'll go over all the specifics of what happened during the combat in an AI versus AI battle. It'll give you a little header of what the stats are for each combatant when you select them. It goes over initiative, which decides who goes first, and if one of the actors actually has double the initiative of the other, then they will get to get an extra attack before their first attack. That's not the case here, but that's what would happen in that situation. And it will go over what attack was chosen, what their roll was, which is the result of 3 6-sided dice being rolled, what the attacks, what the total attack roll would be after modifiers, and if that is a 10 or higher, the attack will hit and it will do the damage that's stated. If the attack happens to be a weakness attack, then it'll do double the damage. And this will keep going on until one of the combatants has 0 or less life. In which case it'll show this little area here, which includes this little bit of stats on who hit more. Obviously, since Gemini won, you can assume that he hit more. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip over the player fights in single combat and get to the more interesting part of the game, which is the gauntlets. The gauntlets are basically a replay of what happens in each of the games where actors or combatants are represented. So if I were to go in here, we have Mega Man 1, 3, 4, 6, and 10 available. If I choose one of those, like, we'll just go with 1 because I know that I only have Cutman from that game. It'll list all the combatants that you haven't beat yet, and it'll be your job to try to beat all of the Robot Masters from that specific game. So we'll go ahead and run through this. Since I only have 1 attack, there's not going to be really any choosing here. I'm just going to keep choosing 1, and hopefully Cutman's life will go to 0 before my life does. Which it looks like that's going to be the case. Yep. And once you win, that's because there's only 1, by the way, the 6 victories thing. That's going to be changed in a future version. So because I won, it kicked out, and it showed me the results of all the matches that I went against. But the more interesting mode is the random gauntlet, where it selects 8 Robot Masters from the pool, and you have to try to find your way to beat all of them. Luckily in this version, Mega Man is pretty overpowered, so it's not going to be that hard. So who to go after first? Let's go after Strike Man. And since we're playing as Mega Man 4 now, we'll have 2 attacks. But to be honest, the Mega Buster's kinda garbage in this version of the game. So we'll just choose Plasma Cannon the entire way. And Strike Man looks like he's going down pretty easily here. Yep, there we go. We got him to -1, and that'll win us the match. So now we have Strike Man's weapon, the Rebound Striker. And let's see. That is a blunt type attack, which means that it will work on Dive Man. And what do you know, it's a weakness. So we'll just keep using that until Dive Man goes away. Wow, this thing doesn't hit very well. And there we go, now we have Dive Missile. So we have a blunt type attack and an explosive type attack. I believe that Centaur Man is weak to blunt type attacks also, so we'll go ahead and try to take him out. Yep, there we go, weakness attack. And now we also have a space-time attack. So next we'll go after Chill Man, despite the fact that we don't have a fire type attack. And we'll just hit him with dive missiles. It's hard to avoid those. Now we have an ice type attack that we know will work on Nitro Man because they're from the same game, but they'll also work on Plant Man because he is weak to Blizzard Man. Let's go after Nitro Man first. You might notice that each of the weapons that we inherit has a certain energy level, because just like Mega Man, the more you use it, the more energy you use, and once the energy hits 0, you no longer can use that weapon. There's also these keywords over here, which are more explained in the game manual. They will modify the attacks to do different things. In this version, the keywords really don't play a huge role, but by next version they should. Okay, so there's Nitro Man. Let's also take out Plant Man with the Chill Spike. And now we don't have a bulldozer attack or an electric attack in the entire pool, so we're just going to have to wing it against Magnet Man and Toad Man. Luckily Toad Man's pretty weak, so just activate our shield and then make him jump across the level. Oh, there we go. Now we have Rain Flush. And you'll notice that Rain Flush only does 3 damage. That's to compensate for the fact that you could just kill any Robot Master with it, because it uses 4, it normally has 4 energy per use and 4 power. So therefore you just use it 7 times and you'll kill any Robot Master. But since that wasn't the case in that game, it won't be the case here. And Magnet Man's looking like he's gonna go down. There we go. And again, it displays all the results, different weapons that we got, and that should pretty much wrap it up for the gameplay here. And you may notice that we have a new folder open. Let's go check it out. So there's 3 files in here. There's the collection, which it's a very early build of your card collection. It'll be more secure in future versions, so don't get too excited about hacking into it. We have the replay file here, which prints out everything that was shown to the user during the game. So you can go back, check out your different matches, see where you can improve, where you may have messed up, and maybe even show off to your friends some cool things that you pull off. And then we also have the trace file. That's a pretty important file for me as it helps me debug the program. It lets me know when the game messed up, where it messed up, and what the situation was when the game broke. So with all of that done, that should conclude this an overview of this version. So like I said, I'm just trying to gauge the interest in this kind of project. If there's anybody interested in alpha testing, I would be very thankful. I'm not going to call for anybody to help me develop it just yet. I have plans for what I want to do with the engine after I'm done with it, so if I get anybody to help me, they're going to have to be really trustworthy. And if anybody's interested in alpha testing, just leave me a message here and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you, and have a good one.